Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 100 of Direwolf20's Let's Play of Minecraft 1.21. Today's plan, I want to make a nuke from Industrial Foregoing. I don't know if I've ever really played with these a little bit, maybe, potentially. Let's take a look. I can make one pretty easily, provided I have the stuff, right? So the Infinity Nuke is made in the dissolution chamber from Industrial Foregoing. And it needs a bunch of stuff, as you can see here. It needs some nether stars and some diamonds and some ether gas. And luckily, I have all that stuff. It's all pretty much good to go. So my Infinity Nuke is now ready to rock. Now, the thing is as you hold it, as you charge it with power, it needs to receive a bunch of power and then it'll upgrade. And we just saw that happen there. So the first 4 million power charges it up from the basic to the common tier. And then once we get to 16 million FE, it's going to charge it up a bit more. And this is true for most of the tools in Industrial Foregoing. So if we look at, pretty much any tool in here, this is true for almost all of them. They also do require biofuel in order to do stuff. Cool. And then there's a shift right click UI to open it. So you can see the Infinity Nuke. At this point, you can get up to a 15, I guess, block radius, is my assumption, because we're at the uncommon tier. But as we charge up and get to 80 million, we'll be able to get to 33, and then 64, and then 109. And then, the numbers get really stupid after that. But, yeah, you get the idea. I think we could probably at least get it up to legendary tier. And also in the UI, you can disable charging. So, once you get it to a certain point, you can kind of turn off charging, and then it won't receive any more power. So if we want to get to the top-ish tier before we get to the stupid numbers, but the top-ish tier is right around 3.3 billion. Now you might say, Dire, that's a lot of forge energy. But then remember, come down here and look, we have 246 billion FE stored. And you're like, oh yeah, never mind. That's not that big a number. That's actually a relatively small number. 3 billion. That's 1% of what we've got, slightly more than one, maybe not even 2%, right? 1.5% of our current stored power. So I think we'll be fine. So while my Infinity Nuke charges in my inventory, I'm going to work on making biofuel. So for that, I think it's pretty easy. So what we're going to want is probably an export bus. Yeah, that can be you. And I'd like you to do water with maybe some acceleration cards. Make a few of them for me, would you? That should be enough, though. Oh, and while you're at it, make some add-ons for me. I don't know quite how to operate this thing, but we're going to figure it out together today. That's going to be part of my plan. And that should be cool. Okay. So basically you're going to dump water in here, provided I get you some cables. Bada bing, bada boom. Water coming in. Device online. Water's happening. Yeah, it is. Nice. All right, so the bioreactor, if we take a look at what we can do with it, I'm assuming we'll figure out all the different things we can put in there. And I believe variety helps. So it's basically going to be any kind of seeds, any kind of mushrooms, any kind of skulls, which is interesting, sweet berries, any crops. Okay. So I'm guessing we could do potatoes and wheat and carrots. And what else we got up there? Do we have sweet berries? No, but we have, I wonder if zombie flesh works. I didn't see zombie flesh in the bioreactor thing, so probably not. Skulls work, but I don't think we have a ton of them. We really don't, actually, surprisingly, but not terrible. Do apples work? Apples should work, right? Maybe? I guess we'll see. Hang on, let's put it in there. Nope, apples do not work. Okay, let's go upstairs real quick and remind ourselves of which crops we have kind of cooking up here. We have carrots, we have wheat, we have potatoes. What do we got? Melons? Do we have a lot of melons? Not too bad. Pumpkins? Not really pumpkins. It's interesting. Why so bad on pumpkins? Because we do have the stems. You know, it's probably because there's no room for them in here. Yeah, that'll probably do it. Because I think they're all bound to this dude. So they're probably just dropping on the ground and voiding. That's all right. Netherwort might not be a bad idea. We'll see if that fits in there. Beetroot and cotton. And then we can also check out wheat seeds. Yeah, we don't have a ton of other stuff, but that's okay. How about sugarcane? You think sugarcane goes in there? Surprisingly, a little bit low on sugarcane. All right, that should be enough to kind of get the ball. All right, so let's throw one potato in there by itself and see what happens. So that's going to be an efficiency of 10%, and that produced, you know, and then that's not terrible. That's not terrible. So wheat, potato, beetroot. I want to get like a decent amount of stuff in there. Seeds I know are good. Did sugar go in there? So cotton doesn't, seeds do, sugar does, and beetroot seeds do. But funny enough, beetroot seeds we don't have a ton of. But sugar does. Okay, that's probably good. Let's check one more bioreactor. Pretty much any crop. And any dye, for that matter. So, you know, we could do lapis. Lapis is a dye. Kinda. I think that's probably good. So if I toss that all in there real quick, that's going to make a decent amount of biofuel. That's not bad. So I'm going to get a tank. Right? And then I'm going to snag these 6. I'm going to put them like that. And then hopefully you're nice and smart about stuff. And then I'm going to have you push to the top here in a second, though. Is there a setting I have to do where you, like, export the front end of the network is empty, then try the next ones? Export using round robin mode. That's probably what I want, yes? Yeah, I'm assuming round robin mode is where we want to be at. But why are you not inserting more wheat then? Yeah, you can input on any side there, buddy. Why you no import wheat? It's weird, right? If I remove the beetroot here, and the water. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe it's not accepting because there's some in there already? That might be the case. That might be the machine doing that. All right, so let's have you push to the top. You ready? So I'm going to have you push to the top. And presumably what will happen is it'll consume, right? Okay, that's cool. I'm down with that. Now, I probably want a lot of this because you're going to be able to hold up to like 1,000 buckets worth in here, right? So I'm thinking what we should do is upgrade you. This one, please, and thank you. Make sure to upgrade the correct one. Okay. So that capacity is 128 buckets. This capacity, I think, is 256. That's not terrible. Okay. And then I'm going to let you just kind of run. I might even have you run a little bit faster. Right? I think that's cool. Might toss you another acceleration card. Yeah. Annoyingly, you kind of So what I could do if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna, but I could. We could like detect the presence of items using laser IO and be like, hey, if you have all these items, you're allowed to run, and if you're missing any, you can't. But I'm not gonna go too crazy, right? Just kind of mostly want to make sure that you're good to go and have a decent amount of biofuel. So I don't know how much we need. So I can get up to 33 radius now, and we have to get up to 480,000. Now, can I charge directly in this guy? I'm assuming not. Reactor, what's this guy called? Energizer. Passive and active FE. Yeah, that was added. So there's now an active FE port, so it'll push, which is cool. FE charging. Let's grab one of those. If you don't mind. I'm assuming it doesn't super matter where it goes, but I'm going to put it in like the center-ish. Cool. Please tell me that didn't lose. Nope, we're fine. Right, so how fast do you charge? Wow, you don't actually seem to be charging, do you? Interesting. Interesting. That's weird. So he doesn't charging port. I assume the FE charging port would, like, charge items. But I guess not. I'll have to see if there's a way I could speed up the charging of this. Because we're definitely, like, getting a decent amount. What's my... I guess what I could do is get a transmitter. What was that explosion? Did somebody just hear an explosion? Should there have been an explosion? I don't know. I'm going to let you fill up. What? What is exploding? I legitimately don't know what the explosion is. Is my... my dude free? He is. What's up, Wither? Why are you free? I mean, I did use the stuff. Yeah, we're a little bit lowish on Wither gas. Power's low? That can't be true. No. Here's my stasis chamber. Why are you suddenly not getting power? Network's not powered either. Well, would you look at that? Okay, something's up. I'm assuming that's you. Oh, you're not on. Okay, that's why. When I broke you, you went off. Okay, now we're back. Whew, that was dangerous. I guess that explains why you weren't charging. For a minute, I thought like my nuke was taking too much power or something. Hey, there we go. Now he's cooking. I can't tell if he's any faster than when he's in my inventory, though. There's probably a limit on the item in terms of how much he can receive. No, he was definitely faster than when he was there. Yeah, for sure faster. All right, so let me get him up to like the 3.36 billion thing. So now we should be cool. The only thing I'll do is come over here. And what should happen is at some point he will like worm his way into being captured again. Yep, power's good. That's cool by me. Yeah, that's funny. The battery turned off. Didn't realize there was an on-off switch. It's on, Dire. Alright, I'll come back in a few minutes once this guy kicks up. But then also, I'll keep an eye on making this stuff some more so that he can be cool, right? Now, I could definitely transfer the biofuel out of here faster, but I'm kind of, like, trying to keep this stuff in stock. What I should think about doing is doing, like, an item transfer with Laser IO, because he's definitely not behaving super well. But also, not sure how much I care, to be honest. There's a reason I'm making a nuke on episode. Let's just put it this way. There's a reason I'm making a nuke on episode 100. Wink, wink. I wonder if poisonous potatoes can go in here too, because that would be cool. They're crops, right? Nope, they are not. All right, back in a few. All right, I think we're ready to try out our nuke. So I'm going to take this first to my mining dimension. Pretty sure this isn't going to drop anything, but we're testing out a nuke. I should do it somewhere, you know, not too crazy. So let's first open up the UI here. So you can see we've got a full bunch of biofuel. We've got plenty of power. So well beyond the threshold to get to the tier that we're at. And we can get up to 163 block radius. That's cool. Okay. So let's review the book on how the nuke works. We're going to try it here, and then we're probably going to use it somewhere else. So let's see. So the Infinity Nuke. Make it explode. You need to place it on the ground, right-click it to arm it, and then right-click it with a flint and steel to make it explode. Now, I'm going to go ahead and activate my invulnerability when this goes off. I think maybe night not be a bad idea to do a death protection, just to make sure that I don't die. We do need another totem of undying. Would be cool. Well, that's interesting. It's cool, though. Summons a wild evoker, huh? Oh well. I'll hold off. So I think I just right-click to place it. Oh, hello. That's cool. Now, can I... May not be able to get it back? Oh, boy. Oh. Nope, I think we're cool. Shift-click to pick it back up. Interesting. Okay. So the Infinity Nuke is not a tool, per se. It is a bomb. Yeah, it makes more sense. It's like TNT, kind of. Yeah. I don't know. Kind of... I only got one shot at this. I feel like it might be fun to do it somewhere else. Alright, I'm not quite sure how this is going to go. But as you know, I tend to end my series by usually doing something nukey to my base. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to nuke the base. That's the plan. Not quite sure how this is all going to play out, but I'm just going to kind of set the nuke here and then be ready to go. So ultimately, I think I've completed most of the things I'd want to in this series. There's definitely some mods we didn't touch on, but that's okay. I do have plans to start a new series tomorrow, because, you know, Dyer, he records an episode every day for you guys. So there will be a new series starting tomorrow, one that's going to have some endgame type targets and goals. I always like the Darwell 20 pack because it's kind of freeform, but also, like, once you get towards the end game, it doesn't feel like there's a lot to work towards, right? It's more kind of just like playing and coming up with your own rules. That said, I also definitely enjoy packs where there is a goal and a target to work towards. So I feel like for this pack, I've pretty much covered all the things I would want to cover, and there's definitely some new mods to check out that I haven't played with in this pack that will be playing a feature role in the next pack. So you're going to have to wait until tomorrow to find out, you know, which pack I'm going to be playing. But for now, let's drop a nuke in the base. So I definitely just ran the backup command, so I do have a backup of my world before the nuke, and that's going to be it. So I think we wrap up the series here. Sound like a plan? So for now, let's launch this thing. Is there any indication as to when you're going off, sir? It's like kind of... kind of want to time my protection a little bit. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I don't know. I'm trying to determine from the sounds that it's making when it's going to actually explode. Did I catch it? I think I caught it. Oh man, that is cool. I think I caught it. I think I managed to fully survive that. Okay, not terrible at all. Surprisingly, this section of the base actually survived a little bit. I'm not entirely sure how it managed to. I'm trying to think, but there wasn't really anything special about this area, right? Where, you know, it would be able to survive. But yeah, that is a nuke, my friends. That is definitely a nuke. Oh, that's funny. This thing okay, nice. Yeah, I did remove the chunk protection because that's, you know, a deal. You're gonna want to not have that active anymore. Oh, look at you guys. Dreadful Dirt survived. It's kind of funny to see what stuff survived this nuke, but it actually is a really large area effect. And surprisingly, like, here's the biggest surprise in my opinion. That was not very laggy. Like, anytime I've nuked a base, like, think about how big of an area of effect this was. This was really big. It was like 128-ish blocks in all directions. That's really quite large. Yeah, that's not too terrible. That's not terrible at all. All right, so I'm going to call that wrapping up point for the series. So for now, Darwell20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the Darwell20 Let's Play pack. 1.21, definitely a pretty cool series. I hope you guys enjoyed it, because I really did. We checked out a lot of mods that we've never played with before, including specifically just dire things and a few other, you know, cool little mods that we've, you know, not really ever looked at before. So pretty excited to be wrapping up the series here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. For now, Darwell20 sign off. We'll come back for a new series tomorrow. For now, take it easy.